Now to the latest in our Justice in America series. Black people are more than 7 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted of murder than white people. That's according to a recent report by the National Registry of Exonerations. The registry also found a pattern of harsher sentences for blacks convicted of murdering white victims and lighter sentences when the victims are black. Dan Williams has the story.
On this corner in 1993, just outside Louisville, Kentucky, a gas station clerk was shot and killed. Shortly after, Edwin Chandler was arrested. Police falsely told him that his fingerprints had been found at the scene and that he had failed a polygraph test. He was promised that if he confessed, he would receive a 5-year prison sentence.
The death penalty was on the table for me in this. And then I was railroaded through court, and through my trial. And I was forced into prison, for crimes that I just didn't commit.
Chandler was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
I cried for about a week or two, just understanding that it was over.
But Chandler continued to protest his innocence. Thanks to new technology, an analysis of a fingerprint at the crime scene matched the print to another prisoner. In 2009, after nearly a decade in jail, Chandler was freed.
We have 2 different justice systems in America. There's a justice system who protects and cares for its people. Then we have a whole nother justice system who is so cruel and unfair and unguiding, to a lot of the black and brown community.
According to the National Registry of Exonerations, black people are more than 7 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted of murder than white people. And on average, black murder exonerees spend 3 years longer in prison before release than white exonerees.
Greg Swigert is an associate professor and staff attorney at Northwestern University's Center on Wrongful Convictions.
DNA helped everyone in the criminal justice system, or many people in the criminal justice system, understand that it is a huge problem. It helped expose the fact that people wrongfully confess, falsely confess. It exposes how bad eyewitness identification can be. And it also exposed issues like bad science, like bad arson science or bite marks or ballistics evidence.
Back in Louisville, Edwin has launched a non-profit, the Chandler Project. It focuses on educating people about wrongful convictions and providing exonerees an easier path back to society upon release.
It allows me to be a part of that fight and to push for the inequalities that we face. It's not necessarily a fight against the police or the prosecutors or the judges. It's just a fight for justice.
The city of Louisville settled a civil rights lawsuit brought by Chandler, agreeing to pay him $8.5 million for his time spent behind bars. While Chandler sees some justice in the award, he says he is still frustrated and angry at his treatment. But he is determined to help others facing similar miscarriages of justice. Dan Williams, CGTN, Chicago.